It's getting hooked up here soon. I can't wait. Just do my thing in the room. Everybody. Oh, that's gonna be beautiful. God damn.
I got a small waist, pretty face with a big bang. Look how you hating on a bitch and you my mama age.
All right.
Growing up, I was always a huge fan of Final Fantasy, especially 7. From Crisis Core on PSP to even Advent Children. Yes, the movie. 10 out of 10. I always knew that the Final Fantasy genre had a strong reputation in gameplay and story. However, when it came to the MMO, Final Fantasy XIV, I thought it was uncomparable to WoW. The God MMO. But expansions to expansion, WoW kept disappointing everyone. The cycle continued, as well as Blizzard never listening to their loyal players. This is how the famous MMO lost its reputation. I'll show you 3 simple steps of what the main problem was. A new expansion is now publicly announced, and the beta is released. Players spend countless of hours on beta, testing the game out and point out all the problems that exist. The game is now released and the problems are still there. For months and months, players keep pointing out to Blizzard that this must be changed, but it is simply ignored. Majority of the players quit now, then Blizzard starts making changes at the end of expansion to save their player base. Hey, we're making good changes, you guys can come back now. And does this work? Yes, it actually works for the majority of the loyal fans that played this game for years.
Listen, the 915 is gonna be great and you'll come back crawling, you betrayer. That's right, you just wait, you'll see.
Some do manage to leave from this toxic relationship, but many are still trapped. The endless cycle is continued. However, not for me. Today, I would like to share a story with you of how I became the Warrior of Chad. August 8, 2021. Many of the WoW veterans were already migrating to other worlds. Even for me at the time, I was playing Lost Ark off-stream on a Russian server, with a bit of classic TBC to continue my copium journey. I was in a battleground farming honor points, along with the daily messages. Savix, would you ever consider trying Final Fantasy XIV? And I would simply reply with, the game looks bland and it's unappealing to me. For some reason, I was pretty close-minded in trying Final Fantasy XIV. Then, on that same day, I was reacting to videos because of how boring this honor farm was. And the video that was requested was called 15-Year WoW Nerds First Impression of Final Fantasy XIV PvP. My viewers knew I was a PvP fiend, so they threw in a little bait, and it worked. I told everyone that day that I would try Final Fantasy XIV. And with a little bit of push from my friends, I was in. I needed to see what this game was all about. Savic's Adventure of Final Fantasy XIV Episode 1 has started. For a couple of days, I played the game off stream, so I wouldn't have any distractions. I wanted to fully
Hmm.
experience and immerse myself into this game, then give it a rating, since I've heard so many mixed comments about it. It was a new beginning in this world called Eorzea. The game was not bad at all. It was nothing like I imagined. When I said the game looked unappealing and bland, what was I thinking? This game is a piece of art. It was a fresh breath of air, and it reminded me of how fun it is to try and explore in a new game. I did also run into a few problems, such as being way too used to WoW's interface. For some reason,
What
I
up?
found it very difficult to navigate in this UI.
What up? What up? What up?
Especially the map. I cannot get around Oda. It was a nightmare. Another thing I noticed right away was a lot of reading. This game had a lot of reading.
I don't want to listen to all that. Someone's calling me. Hold on. Hola, ¿cómo está? Yeah, I'm on the computer. I'm on my computer. Yeah, give me a second, but yeah. Well, that's how that works. Give me a second here. I guess I'll be right back. I'm gonna go do something, I think. I'll be right back. stream. I will be back on in 3 seconds. I gotta do something.